What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is LoverFella, and welcome to my 5,000 subscriber special AMA. So I've gone through basically every single question. There were like 300 questions, and it has been a pain to figure out which ones were like serious questions, which ones I actually wanted to answer. So I made a list, put them on my girlfriend's phone here. I'm gonna answer them all for you. Hopefully it goes well, but I am recording from my cell phone, so it's not like the best quality. I don't know if my voice is gonna sync up well. Last time I did this, it was pretty bad, but I don't know. I have them split up into sections. We're gonna go through all the questions, see how it is. Hopefully there won't be too many technical difficulties, and basically I'm probably just gonna read off some of the questions, read off the people's names, and answer the best I can do. And I used to do vlogs when I first started YouTube. I always look at myself. Like, you're gonna see my eyes jump back and forth because there's a giant screen. I'm looking at it now, and it's looking at me, and I just love looking at myself. I look good. All right, first question. First is split up into mostly personal questions. So like things about me, things about just my life, and you know, kind of how that goes. So Sam Jones asks, how is your personal life? Oh, there's a little finger in that shot. He says, what's your personal life like and how old are you? I'm 21 years old. My personal life consists of studying all day, making YouTube videos once I get a free moment, and usually planning those YouTube videos pretty much all day. YouTube, I'm probably shaking my phone a lot, aren't I? I can't tell. It feels like it's shaking. I make YouTube videos pretty much every moment I'm free. I try to make a lot. I practice. I put a lot up that I'd never upload. But my life right now is YouTube, work, school, and my girlfriend, and that's pretty much all I do every day. All right, Griffin Burton says, what advice do you have for students in high school that are in engineering classes? Well, if you're in a high school with engineering classes, you have a pretty good high school, I'd assume, because my high school did not offer like anything except basic classes. So if you have engineering classes in high school, just do your best. I think anyone can be an engineer if you want to. My mom used to tell me that only certain people could do it. She'd be like, only certain people are math people, so those people will be engineers. She's like, you're a math person, so you can be an engineer. And I realized that that's not true. Anyone can be a math person or whatever kind of person you want to be. You just have to want to. I feel like I need to get like a tripod. Maybe one of my purchases in the future will be a tripod. So I'm getting a nice camera next month that I'll start recording more of these like for my vlogging channel at LoverFella Vlogs on YouTube, by the way. If you guys want to subscribe to that one, shameless plug right here. It has no videos yet, but I'll probably get one soon. I gotta get the new camera because I don't know. We'll see how the quality of this phone is here. All right, up next we have Logan Canny says, are you going to stay doing YouTube or go to an engineering job? Well, I don't even make enough off YouTube to pay rent. I'm not really a big channel, 5,500 now. It's a lot for me. I'm happy with it. But to go full time, I think you'd, like view wise, you probably want 500,000, 2 million per month. That's like barely scraping by. Right now I'm getting about 200,000 views per month. A little awkward arm thing there. It didn't work out. I have 200,000 per month. It's not enough, and I'm definitely going to be going into engineering unless I see insane growth in the next year. The dream would be to stay with YouTube. I think it's kind of boring to work and be an Excel slave all day, but you know, it'll pay the bills and should be pretty decent pay for an engineer starting off. So we'll see. All right, Fighting IL says, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? Number 1, first wish would be to have an amazing relationship with my girlfriend for the rest of my life. I think that's a given. Number 2 would be to have a very successful YouTube channel, one where I impact thousands, millions, honestly, of lives would be the greatest thing ever to me. And number 3, I would wish to make a huge difference in the world in some way that like my kids' kids could like look back. They could like look back on and be like, wow, great grandpa Zach saved the world. All right, Scape Goliath says, what other games do I play? I'm switching hands here. Let's see how we do this without blocking my camera. We can give it like a little something there. No, I'm just getting tired. Yeah, I do play a lot of other games. I play Overwatch, play Hearthstone. I used to play League a lot. I have a lot of Steam games. I play a lot of games off camera because my channel is about Ark, about survival games right now. So if I were to do other games, I don't know if people would like it. Like Planet Coaster, that one didn't do too well, although I love that game. Jakey Plays asked about my job and what I do in that job every day. And my job that I work, like I have a co-op, and basically what that means is I go to class for a semester for like 4 months, then I work for 4 months full-time, 40 hours a week, go back to class, go back to work, no summer breaks, and my degree takes an extra year, so it takes me 5 years to graduate because of that. I work in environmental health and safety as an engineering student for a pharmaceutical company. So we make pharmacy pills, we make pills for the whole entire world basically at this plant, and I help make sure we don't pollute the environment. EPA has regulations set out, and I say like, we can't pollute this much, or we're going over our limit, we need to report this. It's interesting, honestly. People get injured, I get to like go to them and like see their ridiculous injuries. It's kind of corporate. I mean, I get to spend a lot of time with like the big wigs of this huge company, go out to eat a lot. It's not bad, but I usually spend most of my days there on Excel dreaming about making videos that night. Loganus Ferlin, I hope I said that right, asked me what my favorite color is. Hands down orange, and I'll tell you guys why. Okay, when I was a kid, I found a penny. It was the first money I ever had. It was just a little penny, and it had Abraham Lincoln on it. And I was like, who's this guy on it? My mom's like, it's Abraham Lincoln. And I was like, oh, he's my favorite president then, just because it was on a penny. And then to my mind, that penny was also orange, so I loved Abraham and the color orange because of the penny. And I still like it. It's like a little rusty orange, like that penny color. Isaac asks what my favorite type of Brussels sprout is. I've honestly never had a Brussels sprout of any kind in my entire life, and I never plan to. Adian Cash asks what my favorite animal is. Adian, by the way, thank you for sticking around since I've had 100 subs. Pretty awesome to see your name pop up for almost a year now, but my favorite animal would probably be a snow leopard, I think. Some kind of big cat. Snow leopard, cheetah, lion, I love them. I love them all equally. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen Planet Earth 2, it's freaking amazing. I watch that every single week. Best show ever. It's so good for people that like. Luke Loader says, who was my inspiration to start YouTube? And actually, it was Markiplier when I first started. And then I found Roman Atwood. And I don't really like Markiplier anymore. And I love Roman Atwood. So it started as Markiplier. I loved his style. I loved his commentary. And then as I kind of found more about just how I like making videos, Roman's style was, I don't know, it inspires me every single day that I watch him, and that's kind of what I strive to be. But also I want to be myself, so I don't try to copy anything else. I don't want to copy anything he does, even though I probably do subconsciously. He's by far my biggest inspiration. Change of scenes, that's not a very comfy chair anymore. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong camera. TB Blaze says, ever consider doing face cam videos? I did when I first started. That's like all I did exclusively, and I stopped because I had trouble syncing up my audio and my video. Technical difficulties pretty much stopped it. And I don't know, I don't know if it adds a lot really making a face cam. Like I just kind of sit there. A lot of times I play when it's dark in my room. I have like blackout curtains, so it might be dark. I don't know. I might do it in the future though. We'll see if people want it. Liam Steedman says, how long has your relationship been going for? And I've been dating Lauren for 7 years, I think. We've been dating for a really long time. I met her my sophomore, well actually I met her in 6th grade. Funny story about that we'll get to later, but basically we started dating our sophomore year of high school, and now we're both 4th years in college, and trying to plan out what we're gonna do in the future together. So it's pretty awesome. She's amazing. All right, Spike, and then a bunch of 7s and 9s asked me if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Easy question. I would live in Boulder, Colorado, hands down. I want to move there so bad. And if YouTube ever did like get successful and I made enough money to afford to move, I would move there in a heartbeat. Skiing, mountain climbing, amazing, amazing weather. Like I love that cool, just like Colorado, Western type feel in America. And I want to move there so bad. I think I'm going to try no matter what happens. Boulder, Colorado. Happiest city in America, by the way. I took a class about GIS. It's about like planning and mapping. One of the maps is happiest cities. Boulder, Colorado is #1. And if you were wondering, I think like Miami, Florida was the very unhappiest in the world. So there you go. Another question from Spike. He asked me, how do I stay positive even in hard times? I don't, honestly. I don't stay positive in hard times. I try to just push through it. You know, everyone can't be positive all the time, and it's unrealistic to think you will be. You just kind of got to do your best and not let the small things get to you. I mean, you can choose if you want to let something bother you or if you're going to get over it and move on. Some people choose to let it bother them every time. Something small happens. I know people that'll let that small thing just destroy them. They'll let that small thing turn into a bunch of other small things that eventually turn into a big thing. I would just say don't let the small things bother you, and if it's something big, feel it, like let it out. If it hurts or it bothers you, let it bother you, let it hurt, and then it'll pass. It'll go away and you'll be okay. Freestyler says, what is my biggest fear? I guess I would say either one would be to not reach my goals, to not be as successful as I want to be, or two, to lose my girlfriend in some way, like tragic. Like if she died, that would destroy me. All right, Gregory Nielsen says, what made you want to be a YouTuber/vlogger? Actually, I bought a gaming computer, right, like a year ago from my co-op money, and I wanted it for a really long time because I'm a big gamer. And I bought it, I loved it, and I started thinking like, man, I bet I can make some videos. Like I have the technical ability to do it. It's not that hard. I have like a good computer. I feel like it'd be a waste if I didn't do it. And so started up some videos, made a few really crappy videos, asked for some like $20 mic, $20 webcam for Christmas, which I still have to this day and still use. I don't know, something happened and I fell in love with it. Maybe like 2 months in, I realized like there was this connection I had with it, this passion, and it's to the point where I feel like guilty if I'm not making a video. Like I have to do it. I love it so much. Just free, I don't know, it's the best feeling ever. I love it. Billy asks what kind of music I listen to. I listen to 2 different types of music. One, I really like piano because I play piano a lot. Piano music, just like classic, not really classic, I guess, just like relaxing. Like Yuruma, if you guys know him, John Schmidt from the Piano Guys. I like that. Number 2, a lot of you guys may judge me for this, but hear me out. Taylor Swift. I was all Taylor Swift. I went to a concert for my birthday one year. My girlfriend got for me. I have a t-shirt with her, man. I love Taylor Swift. I even have posters in my apartment. Taylor Swift, best artist ever. Dunzo21 says, did you pass chemistry in high school? It's hard AF. Yeah, I did pass chemistry. I actually got a C in high school. And then I took Gen Chem 1, Gen Chem 2, Organic Chemistry 1 and 2 in college. And honestly, the harder the chemistry got, the better I did. Organic chemistry was the easiest for me because at that point, all other chemistry clicked. But yeah, chemistry in high school was pretty difficult for me too. I struggled. I did. Cade Clarkso says, how big do you think you'll get? When I started, my goal was 5,000, then 20,000, like is like a max goal. That's what I thought I'd get. Now I'm thinking 100,000 seems reasonable to get. And I don't know, I'm hoping like dream would be like million, but I think realistically, XD Wolf, can you tell people how to cope with name calling? Yeah, that's the easy one, just ignore them, because those people that do that, generally speaking, are the guys that end up being losers in real life. Like later on, like a lot of kids I know that were kind of jerks in high school are now like working just awful jobs. They have no money, their life's falling apart. And I'm not saying they deserve it, but they do. Lynx Elite says, will you introduce us to your girlfriend? Yeah, she's actually hanging out with me today, not in the room. She's playing Ark on my computer, and I might show her later. She's kind of camera shy. It's Phoenix says, what is your favorite game ever? And by the way, if you guys notice, there's like this little bit of light right here, and I just keep moving the camera to like cut it out a little bit. Sorry, I was looking at myself. Anyway, he says, what's your favorite game ever? Favorite game ever, probably, I don't know, maybe League, Skyrim, games that I played when I was a kid. I liked Pokemon games a lot. I think it depends on my mood. There's a lot of different games. I like Ark when I want to play like a real fun survival. I like Minecraft. I mean, can't pick a favorite. There's too many games for too many different moods. Freestylers 2K15 asks, what's the biggest thing I've conquered in my life? Yeah, that would be losing 50 pounds in 4 months. At the beginning of this year, I was 180 pounds. I'm 5'6". I'm really, actually I'm 5'5". I lied. I'm 5'5". I'm a short guy, and I was really fat. And it was weird for me because I used to be really athletic in high school. Still athletic, I just was like in shape. And then college came, I got stressed, I gained weight. Basically, I did a diet meal plan called keto, where you cut out all carbs. No bread, no sugar, no wheat, no rice, none of that stuff. And I lost 50 pounds in 4 months. And honestly, that's what gave me the confidence to start my own YouTube channel. That decision is what led me to where I am right now. Poppy Suarez says, what's the hardest part about college? It's going to a different college than my girlfriend. The hardest part is seeing her once a week at most. Usually it's once every 2 weeks, once a month. That is harder than any homework assignment, any project, any sleepless night you'll ever have. Minecraft G says, what do you do other than gaming? I guess like hobby-wise, I play piano. I like learning how to edit better. Look, I got my hand in here now. I'm getting better at this. Photoshop, Premiere Pro, there's like my editing programs. I like learning them. Every day I try to practice that. I play a lot of soccer. I love lifting weights, which hopefully I can keep doing in the future because I don't want to get fat again. I like challenges. I like things that challenge me a lot. YouTube's one of those things. It makes me put in effort every day. I always have to learn to get better, and that's what I like. Because once it gets boring, I get bored with it. If it gets too easy, I'm bored with it. Elijah Brown says, how many brothers and sisters do you have? I have dos hermanos. That means brothers in Spanish for you guys out there that don't speak Espanol. One's named, well, I'm not telling you their names actually, but one of them is in college. He's a freshman. How old is he? He's 3 years younger than me. He's 18. The other one's 16. He's a junior in high school. Dude's got a nice car too. Youngest one who's 16 is the one with the heart problem, but I think we all have it, so that sucks. Tyler Hawkins. All right, he says, who's your girlfriend? How'd you meet her? So my girlfriend Lauren transferred into my middle school in 6th grade from Indiana. She came to my school where I lived. And basically, I was like, dang, that girl looks good. So I kicked her like any middle schooler would. Kicked her multiple times in the shins. I had a lot of game back then, tell you what. And 4 or 5 years later, I continued being persistent. Asked her out maybe 9 or 10 times. She said no every time. And I said, this is pointless. What are you doing with your life? And, finally, I just kind of got really annoying. And I think she's like, dude, you need to calm down a little bit. We'll just date for a couple weeks. And then she actually stayed with me for 7 years. So let that be a lesson to you guys. Just thought of another story real quick about me and my girlfriend in 6th grade. I wanted to dance with her at the school dance. So I had my best friend go up and ask her out. He's like, hey, Lauren, you want to dance with Zach? Right as he asked that, the music stopped and she screamed, ew, no, I don't want to dance with him. I'll never let her forget that. But that happened in 6th grade. And then in 10th grade, we started dating, which it's weird. It's weird how that happened. But yeah, I mean, I liked her for a long time. Like, Gage Pacino says, what is your advice for a happy relationship with your girlfriend? My advice is that you always have to be willing to compromise things. You always have to be willing to do what's best for both of you. Always look to the future, but like the most important thing is to support each other, because you're going through some tough things, especially when you're in college or working. You're out of money, you're stressed, you have a lot of work to do, you're looking for a job. You don't see each other much, and the most important thing is to kind of just support them, make sure that they know that you believe in them, that you can help them with whatever they need. Because if you're having a great day, it doesn't necessarily mean they are. And so use that positivity you have to help them out, help them be happier. Shadow Hunter says, what are you studying to be? I am actually studying to be an environmental engineer. Ooh, there's a nice car outside. That's a good car. Sorry, I would show you, but I don't really want to get up. But I would say, yeah, environmental engineer. 1 more year left. I have 2 more semesters of class plus finals next week and 2 more co-ops. So starting in January, I'll actually be working full time from January till August. Then I start my last 2 semesters. James Airstoff says, how do you stay cool after being rated and losing everything or getting stressed over school? When I get rated, I don't care because I go into the game expecting to get rated. Everything I built, I tell myself, this will not be here forever. And it does not, and you're okay with it when you lose it. In school, I do get stressed, dude. Can you guys see this? Maybe you can't in this camera. Can you see my fingernails? I literally bite them until they bleed. Like, I get so stressed, I can't even explain it to you. I have a horrible problem with it. I can't stop. Like, my fingers hurt right now so bad I can't play piano because I just sit there, study by my nails, and like, stresses me out, man. I can't deal with it. I bought things to help me. I bought like a stress ball. I bought this stuff called essential oil. I don't know if it's real, don't know if it works, but it smells really good, and so I play that when I'm stressed out, or I like make my room smell good and stuff. I try everything, but you're gonna be stressed, and as far as I know, you just gotta deal with it. Okay, that took a while. Now, actually, my girlfriend's phone's gonna die soon, but we are on the about YouTube questions. So these are questions about like my YouTube channel, arcs, I don't know, I guess, just stuff like that. Woosley Music says, what do you like more, Ark or Planet Coaster? I would say it depends on my mood. Ark when I want to kill some people, Planet Coaster when I also want to kill people on roller coasters. I mean, it just depends on how I want to kill people, I guess. Real Gaming Gecko says, will you fix the title of this video? It says Mountain, not Mountain. He's telling me I spelled the title wrong, and no, I will not be fixing that because I didn't save my template, my like thumbnail, and I have to remake that thumbnail, so kind of leave it. Sebastian McCook Weir says, where did you think when you'd start YouTube? How far do you think you'd get? And congrats on 5K. Thank you for 5,000. I thought I'm gonna do it and see how far I go. And then I started doing it more, and my goal right now is 100,000. If I get 100,000, I really haven't thought past that because it just seems like too much of a dream right now. I don't know. 100,000 is where I thought I'll make it, and I hope I can get to it. But honestly, I want right now, I want at least 1 million. Ben Zip says, are you going to open a P.O. box, like for fan mail, for example, or like things that people want to send me? I thought about it, but I'm definitely not big enough for that yet. Maybe like at 20,000, 50,000 subs. Like I probably got to be a lot bigger just because I think you have to pay for a P.O. box. I don't know how much stuff people would be sending to me, so... but I will be opening one soon, or maybe not soon, I guess, depends on how quick I grow. Maybe in like a year, because I think it'd be so cool to have like, I don't know, some people have been drawing like LoverFella things lately and sending them to me on Twitter, and like, it's so cool. So I think it'd be awesome to have like a P.O. box, and, oh, I think your phone died. It'd be cool to get some stuff there, like, I don't know, just LoverFella stuff. You know how it is, so we'll think about it. And Nebik Azen says, any tips for someone wanting to get into YouTube? What challenges or things do you have to get over to learn and finally feel like it's working? That is a seriously big question, and I could make like a 10-hour video talking about all the things I've learned when I first started, and I can sum all that up into just saying, never give up. The only way you'll ever fail your channel is by quitting, and once you quit, you fail. That's it. It's that simple. You don't fail by getting no subs. You don't fail by getting no views. You fail by stop putting effort in and stop trying. Everything else that you have to learn, search engine optimization, titling, descriptions, all that stuff goes together. You can learn that. You can learn how to make good videos. You can learn how to make good content. You can teach yourself to be anything you need to be to make good videos, but as long as you don't give up, you'll be okay. Knee Games Production says, why did you name your channel LoverFella? And actually it's because my high school, I wanted to make a YouTube channel back then, and I made one with a couple of my buddies. Basically, one of my buddies, his girlfriend just broke up with him, and I said, man, you loved her, didn't you? And he's like, yeah. And then my other friend said, what a poor fella. And I put the words lover and fella together, and then made a video of me playing piano while he ate grapes and cried, and I thought that would make me famous. It didn't. Juan Gasca says, how did you become a big YouTuber, and what should I do to get as big as you? I'm not a big YouTuber at all. I'm extremely small right now compared to a lot of other people. But to get to this point of 5,000 subscribers, I would say just keep putting effort in and never quit. Evan Hendrickson, what are your future plans for your channel? Future plans are, I guess I need to figure out like new games to play. I'm thinking Rust, I'm thinking Ark, all kinds of stuff like that. But my dream would be to make enough from this channel to go full time and then put more effort into my vlogging channel. Because I want to vlog. I want to make videos like this where I talk to you guys like this all day, show you my life. I think it'd be cool, but I guess I'll watch this one today and see if I'm actually good at that. I don't know, but that'd be my dream. Adian Jones with a great question saying, how's YouTube affected your life for better or worse? For better, obviously, it's made me a really happy person, more optimistic. It gives me passion, it gives me something to live for every single day. But the negatives are, it really takes away a lot of my time. I have to make sacrifices. I sleep less, 6-5 hours of sleep a night. I study less, I make less money than I would be had I been like working like at Macy's or something like my roommate. You make a lot of sacrifices early on, and it's an investment hoping that it'll pay off one day. Barton2Frag says, if you get big, would you quit your job to be a full-time YouTuber? And yeah, I would, but my standards are pretty high because I'm hoping that I make a decent salary as an engineer. Like, I know it's not all about money, but I want some money. So I'm thinking like full time, I would probably need to make like close to like 80,000 per year from YouTube and stuff to a full time. I'm nowhere close to that, honestly. I'm obviously nowhere close to that at all, but that's probably where the limit would be, like the bottom for me to start. Maybe lower, I don't know. Tyler White asked me how long I plan on doing YouTube. Basically, I'm gonna do it basically as long as I can. I'm never wanting to stop unless something forces me to stop. I will make videos every single day. All right, Ark question here from Mr. Ethan Rich. He says, how many hours do I have on Ark and what's my favorite dino to tame? I have about 450 hours on Ark, and my favorite dino to tame, I don't like taming dinos at all, honestly. I think it's a horrible system. I just burped. It's a horrible system and it's boring. But if I had to pick one, I would say, I can't pick one, it's too boring. All right, final few questions here. These are in the category of stupid questions. Mark Roach asks me, what's my favorite color from the alphabet from 1 through 10? And then, interestingly, these last two questions kind of go together from Mr. Fuse Talk 83 Kill and Cake Slayer. Fuse Talk, I'm just gonna read this word for word. He said, hashtag AMA, are you gay? And Cake Slayer said, hashtag AMA, are you gay, answer. And answers in all caps, no punctuation either. I'm not, actually, I'm not gay. I have some gay friends though, they're great people. I am just not gay. Sorry, I know you guys might have wished I was, but all right, gonna walk over, see my girlfriend.
Hi. That's my face.
I gotta get a better hold on this thing.
Look though, it's a happy rhinoceros. It's not even a pond that I was my child in 13 when he's alive and
Okay. I'm introducing them to you, so say hi.
Hi. What else do you want me to say?
Let's get a close up.